Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetavo brand soybeans now through March 15. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Under sunny skies, I've got 5 degrees on the barn thermometer, but with that wind chill, it feels like -10. This quick calendar reminder, you can optimize your planter for every pass this season. Join Precision Agri-Services Incorporated for their planter clinic. That takes place Thursday, February the 5th in Minster, Ohio. Learn more on RSVP by calling 419-628-4167 or visit their website, precisionagriservices.com. Well, let's check in now with Joe Everett as he has some tips on maintaining grain quality during the cold weather season.
Experts say temperature monitoring is the #1 factor in successful grain storage. Keeping grain below 40 degrees helps prevent mold, while proper fan management avoids unnecessary grain shrink and wasted electricity. Without accurate grain monitoring, farmers are often guessing when to run fans, and guessing can get expensive. Today's grain bin monitoring technology removes that guesswork. Temperature cables and automated systems provide real-time data, alert farmers to developing hotspots, and even allow remote fan control. That means problems can be caught early before spoilage sets in. From simple plug-in systems to fully automated grain options, grain monitoring tools help keep grain cool, dry, and profitable, making sure months of hard work continue paying off long after harvest. To learn more about how grain monitoring systems and temperature cables are the farmer's eyes inside of a grain bin, you can find this full article today at ohioagnet.com. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Joe Everett reporting.
Thanks, Joe. Well, let's get an update now on your Wednesday weather forecast. Today's update is brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Bitter cold air holds over the Buckeye State today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you. Winds have shifted more westerly, so that has shifted the lake effect threat more to the extreme northeastern part of Ohio as winds come down the fetch of Lake Erie. The rest of the state cold, but with at least partly sunny skies. We are going to be seeing winds shift back to the north and northwest toward the end of the week, bringing lake effect and more cloud cover into other areas. I'm Meteorologist Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Let's catch up now with Joel Ponorwood as he has an update on an analysis of the rural economy by the USDA's Ag Research Service.
We often hear bad news when it comes to finances in farm country lately, but USDA's annual Rural America at a Glance report does contain a specific topic of focus where debt to income in rural areas was studied and some positive findings there. And Tracy Farragon, as a research geographer with the Economic Research Service, says that measure, associated with buying power, similar to income itself, has some indications.
Rural areas have consistently had relatively low debt-to-income ratios, and as measured by the share of rural counties that has low debt-to-income relative to the share that has high debt-to-income.
The trend opposite in urban areas, a positive thing for rural America, she says.
Part of that is that if you have low debt to income, it can impact things like access to credit, which can allow households to smooth economic shocks. Credit just not for the sake of credit, but also to build assets over time and enhance financial standing. And when you look at it as an aggregate measure for the county as a whole, it can suggest similar things for an entire area. For instance, a lower overall debt to income ratio may make rural counties more resilient to economic shocks and stresses, such as those brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Talking debt-to-income ratios in rural America with Tracy Farragon of the Economic Research Service. I'm Joel Ponorwood reporting.
Thanks, Joel. Taking a look at what's making agricultural headlines at ohioagnet.com, Ohio's making a major investment in animal health, biosecurity, and food safety with the construction of a new Ohio Veterinary Diagnostic Laboratory that's on the Ohio Department of Agriculture's campus in Reynoldsburg. New today, we have an interview with Brian Baldridge. He's the director of the Ohio Department of Agriculture, discussing the progress of this 70,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility and how the project will better serve Ohio's farmers. The new laboratory will replace the existing facility that dates back to the 1960s and has outgrown current testing demands. Now, once complete, the building will strengthen Ohio's ability to detect and respond to animal disease while keeping critical diagnostic testing here within the state. You can read more about this, watch the video, and get the latest in agricultural news, weather, and markets all today at ohioagnet.com. Well, let's take a look at what your markets are doing for a Wednesday. Today's market update brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. performance. You can learn more at seedconsultants.com. Well, it is a split day with grains trading higher but livestock going lower. March corn is trading up 5 1/4 cents at $4.31 3/4 cents, and May corn is up 4 1/2 at $4.39 1/4. March soybeans are trading 9 3/4 cents higher at $10.77, with May corn up a dime at $10.89 1/2 cents. And wheat for July, the 26 new crop, is 15 cents higher at $5.59. Now in livestock, it's going the other direction, with February live cattle down 35 cents at $235.25, and April cattle are down 47 1/2 at $236.92 1/2 cents. February lean hogs trading down 97 1/2 cents at $88.07 1/2 cents, with April hogs down $1.57 1/2 at $95.25, and feeder cattle for March down 47 1/2 cents today, $361.52 1/2 cents. Thanks for joining us. This is the Ohio AgNet.